We have witnessed this morning a distant view, a brief battle off Pearl Harbor, and a severe bombing of Pearl Harbor by enemy planes, undoubtedly Japanese. The city of Honolulu has also been attacked and considerable damage done. This battle has been going on for nearly 3 hours.
Every hour it's becoming more apparent that one of the most pristine coastlines in the world has been fouled in a way that may never be undone. And with every hour, there is more anger aimed at Exxon. The oil company's corporate responsibility, or lack of it, is the focus of Tony Russomanno's report tonight. Tony?
Anna, the Alaskan oil spill is a testament to indecision and folly, and to too much faith in technology and too little respect for nature.
The world, and now it has exploded into a city out of control. The defendants being congratulated as the verdict not guilty rang through the packed courtroom over and over again. The 4 LAPD officers in the Rodney King beating case found not guilty on all counts except one. That announcement set off a firestorm of uncontrolled riots and violence that is still going on tonight. Angry demonstrators went on a rampage, taking control of the streets, and it's been an ugly, terrible situation all night long. Fires, looting, gunshots, random beating attacks, and now the National Guard may be ready to move
This
in.
just in, you were looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center.
If you don't know, just say you don't know. Can you recall a situation where every airport in the country had been shut down?
Absolutely not, except in wartime, of course, Aaron, and obviously this is not that. But with all the airports, as they were going down from west to east, we could see them, and then we could eventually see from New York, and then they canceled Boston, as we got the report that the first flight, or one of the possible hijack flights, did come out of Boston, and then it just started going down from there. But never, ever before have we ever seen all of the airports shut down like this.
The deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's what we know. A Washington state resident fell ill after returning from Wuhan, China, where the outbreak began. Officials now say more than 400 people have been sickened and 9 people have died. The World Health Organization is holding an emergency meeting right now.
CDC has identified a case of coronavirus in Washington state, the Wuhan strain of this. If you remember SARS, that affected GDP, travel-related effects. Have you been briefed by the CDC?
I have.
Are there words about a pandemic at this point?
No, we're not at all, and we have it totally under control. It's one person coming in from China, and we have it under control. It's going to be just fine. They're working hard. Looks like by April, in theory, when it gets a little warmer, it miraculously goes away. This is a pandemic. I felt it was a pandemic long before it was called a pandemic. All you had to do is look at other countries. I think now it's in almost 120 countries all over the world. No, I've always viewed it as very serious. There was no difference yesterday from days before. I feel the tone is similar, but some people said it was.
States reaching breaking points as a coronavirus pandemic hits new highs. The U.S. reported more than 100,000 daily cases for the last 10 days.
The images are astonishing. Rioters on the Senate dais, in House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office, ransacking the hallowed halls of our government.
It's embarrassing.
Even replacing the stars and stripes with the Trump flag. It was an unprecedented culmination to a day that started with thousands of Trump supporters caravanning from all over the country to contest what they called a rigged election, and to hear President Trump one more time.
We will stop the steal.
Apparently spurred on by strident rhetoric from the president and his supporters.
Let's have trial by combat.
Greetings to you all. I am President Wendell of the legit Republic of Gens, and I would like to address you, the citizens of this wonderful nation and everyone else watching around the world. Around 2 months ago, I, along with two of my closest advisors, decided to form our own country. Though some of you may know the basics of how we work, I'm sure most of you would like to know how we function. To start off, one of my closest advisors, Justin Eslava, will now explain our geographical landscape, followed by Vice President Lenny explaining our Constitution.
Here we have a graphic map of the legit Republic of Gens. To the north of the Republic is the Pacific Ocean, and to the west of it is the Indian Ocean. There are 7 small islands and 1 major island that make up the legit Republic of Gens. Here we have the Republic of Gens federal budget, which totals up to $3.5 trillion. First off, education is 14.8%, net interest 4.9%, labor 6.6%, other mandatory spending 13.2%, non-defense 12.5%, defense discretionary 9.7%, social security at 11.8%, and healthcare lastly at 16.4%.
Article 1, Name and Purpose, Section A, Name. The official name of this country will be Legit Public Gens. This country will use the name Legit Public Gens on all its legal paper and foreign relations. Section B, Purpose. This country is established in the purpose of protecting its citizens' rights, and all actions and measurement must be directed toward this purpose. Article 2, Citizenship. Section A, Requirements. Everyone who is born within the territory will be automatically counted as citizens, and all the citizens have the right to vote. There will be no discrimination against race, color, national origin, religion, sex, gender identity, pregnancy, age, disability, medical condition, ancestry, marital status, citizenship, and sexual orientation. All citizens must pay taxes which will be based upon their income. Section B, Rights. All citizens will be granted the right to vote in anything that is related to this country. If there is a fee to be charged in any events, there will be a scale based upon citizen and non-citizen. Article 3, Government. Section A, Branches. The government will be separated into 3 branches: the legislative branch, executive branch, and judiciary branch. Section B, Functions. The legislative branch will be in charge of all laws formation. The executive branch will be in charge of the executive power. The judicial branch will be in charge of all the judicial reviews. Section C, Requirements to run for offices. All candidates must be citizens of the country. Section D, Nominations and Elections. The election will be held every 4th year. Anyone is able to nominate others or themselves. The person with the majority of votes takes all the votes. If there is a margin that is less than 1%, a recount can be issued. Section E, Removal from Office. Every personnel can be removed from office due to failure in performing, and after the suggestions being sent to the houses, 2/3 of the majority must agree in which the person will be removed from office. Article 4, Economy. Section A, Type of Economy. Legit Public Gens will be fully based upon mixed economy. Section B, Privileges. There will be freedom of choices for all citizens. All citizens will have the right to have their own property. All owners are allowed for profit motive. Owner has full control over businesses. Article 5, Immigration. Section A, General Immigration. Legit Public Gens will not have any discrimination to immigrants based upon their race and religious background. Anyone who makes $60,000 a year are allowed to issue an immigration process to Legit Public Gens. Legit Public Gens approve same-sex families even if they are not married, as long as they provide proof of long-standing relationship. Section B, Asylum. Legit Public Gens allow any kind of asylum. Any asylum who seeks for permanent residency must provide official papers that prove they are qualified for immigration. Section C, Illegal Immigrants. Legit Public Gens will not tolerate illegal immigrants. However, based upon the situation, illegal immigrants will have various time interval in which they must return to their original location.
Our goal as head of the country is to provide the best for our citizens. We will do our absolute best to provide you with the best healthcare, education, and defense. We will do this by conducting quarterly surveys and questionnaires in each city, district, county, and state. Rest assured that we will be there for you. As a wise leader once said, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Thank you all.